Ovoda in the mountains of Sardinia currently has 4 residents over 100 years old, and a few more who could also reach that biblical age soon.
A research project at the University of Sassari is examining reasons for this amazing phenomenon. A team of doctors, demographers and historians is collecting data under the direction of Professor Luca Deana. Their focus is on people who verifiably lived for more than 100 years. Research in municipal archives and church records confirms this, and so far 1,700 persons have been identified.
Centenari in Sardegna sono sempre esistiti.
There have always been centenarians in Sardinia.
Tant'è vero che il nostro progetto ha un acronimo.
Our project is called ACEA, short for A Centanos, which means May you live to be 100.
Per augurare a uno che
People in Sardinia use this expression when greeting someone or saying goodbye to them. Mariantonia Loddo recognizes all her relatives in a family photo.
Il marito è suo fratello. Mio fratello. Questo è babbo. Questa è mamma. Questo è una conosciuta. Se ne è venuta senza chiamare.
Ma lei chi è? Si è aggregata. E lei chi è? E lei chi è tra queste qui?
E lì io sono questa.
Caspita. Proprio una bella ragazza. Oh.
Ragazzina ancora.
È ragazzina, sì sì.
È bella anche adesso, vede, c'ha belle mani.
Era bellissima ed è bella anche adesso.
È rossa.
Vede.
Caspita. Guarda che belle mani, che bella pelle, eh?
Meanwhile, researchers have found out why Sardinians lived to such an old age.
Come si può spiegare questo?
How can you explain this longevity? The reasons are primarily genetic.
Il primo, perché
Because the chromosome set, the Sardinians' genes, is made up in such a way that some of them, not all of them, but a high percentage, can live to be over 100 years old.
Una percentuale altissima di poter arrivare ad oltre i 100 anni.
This genetic factor was determined through blood tests. Blood samples were taken from all the centenarians on the island. This woman doesn't like it very much, but her youngest daughter and her son comfort her.
Buona mamma mia, mai non lo credeva, a che duravo non lo credevo mai. Probabilmente sì.
Pronta?
Family histories also point to a genetic explanation. In some families, there has been a higher than average number of centenarians.
A che ora ha fatto questo?
Who knows if their great-granddaughter will also live to such an old age?
Sardinians were farmers and shepherds, and they lived and worked in a clean environment. Their meager diet consisted of vegetables they grew themselves, sheep's cheese and wine. Their staple food was sourdough bread from local durum wheat. In the mountains, the women meet to bake bread, especially before feast days. Sardinia has more than 300 kinds of bread, making it one of the richest bread cultures in the world. Kentos, the centenarian's bread, is produced from an old cereal variety by a female baker in the mountain village of Aroli. We make our bread with this grain and sourdough, which is 300 years old and comes from my great-great-great-grandmother. It contains thousands of living microorganisms, some that give it its taste, others a long life. They're like us. To survive, they need food, otherwise they die.
Loro per poter vivere bisogna darle da mangiare tutti i giorni, altrimenti muoiono.
But in Sardinia too, people do not live on bread alone. Sardinian sheep's cheese also appears to contribute to their longevity. Their traditional shepherd's lifestyle means that Sardinians eat little meat, but cheese is part of their everyday diet, which turns out to be rich in protein. The Fiore Sardo, a naturally produced sheep's cheese, has a high protein and calcium content, but no cholesterol.
Some people in Sardinia are well over 100 years old.
Rosa Frau from Ovoda is 108 years old. Every day she listens to the Catholic radio station Radio Maria, and she prays as well. She no longer hears or sees well, but her mind is still clear. This is characteristic of the centenarians in Sardinia. Luca Deana has visited her many times.
Come sta? Come sta, signora? Bene sta.
Cosa ho detto?
Come sta? Bene sta.
Sì, che sta bene.
Mi fa piacere che sta bene. Noi ci eravamo visti.
Of these 4 people over 100, only Rosa Frau is still alive. She lives with her daughter, who helps her to communicate with others.
Gesù, che dici tu? Cos'è che ti ha regalato?
Mi ha regalato la vita.
La vita e poi altre cose.
E tutto mi ha regalato.
Dobbiamo venire a festeggiare i 109, 110 e mica...
Ti ha detto che torna per festeggiare i 109 anni e poi pure i 110. Secondo te la resistenza ce l'hai di arrivare a 110? Cosa ne pensi?
Anche di più.
Brava!